Great Awakening. Wow, I have to record this now. I can't just wait um, to have persons in and come on and stuff. Whenever you listen to this, wherever you're at, when you get this message, just know that you are loved, you are divine, you are so special, and you have what it takes inside of you to get it done. Yes, to be prepared, to be used for your voice to be heard. There's such a tremendous paradigm shift that is taking place, that has taken place, that will continue to take place. It's so much, it's overwhelming. But at the same time, too, it is just such a joy. Let me use Nabi Jonathan's greetings that he used to greet us. Kimbo, Kimbo, Natanan Zambi, Yamazulu, Betuabu, Benabetus. Grand uprising, kingdom greetings. I mean, it's just so much salutations that I can say at this particular time and moment in this space, because so much is happening. Gods and goddesses, kings and queens, emperors and empresses. Yes. All the other things that is going on. Just so much. We've been so brainwashed. We've been in such a psychosis for so long that I told my listening audience several times that we think, or they teach us 5 years, 10 years down the road, but they play 200 and 300 years down the road. They plan, they orchestrate, they make sure, and they stick to their game book, they stick to their plans. They tell you what they want to tell you. At the same time, they tell you some of the things that you need to know in this move and in what is transpiring and what is happening. But are we paying attention? Are we just still in that cycle of watching things for entertainment, and we're not paying attention to what is being said or what is not being said? And I'm learning there's so much power in silence. There's so much more power in silence than there's ever been before. And so I want to encourage you, family, as you listen to this wherever you are. Are you ready? Are you seriously ready? A lot of us were planning on leaving the West to come to the continent, and some sheikhs just in the midst of it took a lot of money from a lot of people because they know what people wanted it to do in terms of coming home. And so it caused a lot of discouragement. But I want to encourage some of you that has been discouraged, that has been making the preparations, but because of unscrupulous, unethic people, it has, what is it, through a monkey wrench, give you a twist, give you a bitter taste in your mouth. But I would say take some mouthwash and wash that bitter taste out and start preparing yourself once again. Let me tell you something. I always talked about, and I asked you to watch that movie, 2012. Now, I'm not saying that America is going to be destroyed, like how that movie depict it being destroyed, but the system as we know it is coming down, and it's coming down so quickly. I know many of us remembered, and I don't want to get into politics of what Pastor Mello did and didn't do and stuff like that, but I want that prophetic word that he said in 2020, he gives until 10 years, 2030, to get in the ark of safety and stuff like that. The Exodus has been happening. The Exodus has been transpiring for a period of time. And those of us who study, who really go deep, who really get into history and stuff like that, and especially Black history and kingdom history and dynasty and stuff like that, how long majority of these dynasties and these superpowers last. So, Majority of them last about 200, 250 years around about. I mean, how old is America? Yeah, how old was the Mali Kingdom? How old was the British Kingdom? You know, how old was the so many of these kingdoms that were around? How many of these, the Persian Empire, the Roman Empire, all of them gone through transformation. There's a transformation and a transferring of authority that is taking place. And they are trying their endeavor best to frustrate it and to stop it, but they can't, no matter how much they try. We see what happened in Burkina Faso last week, and how many other times they've tried to take this young man's life because they know how much people are watching, how encouraged this next generation is, and how enthused they are, and things that they now realize that we have the power to do. Are we ready? Are we truly, truly ready? Because let me tell you something. There's a song that ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. And those who endured the hardship, those who endured the name calling, those who endured the slander, there is, according to the scripts that they gave us, there's no one in those scripts that did not go through some kind of ostracizing, talking about, scandal. So that did not come out, according to the scripts that they give us, the scriptures that did not come out victorious, that did not come out on top. And so, in spite of what we said about Nabi Jonathan, we said about, listen, the Most High, the divine creator, has a purpose. There's a purpose in everything, why we came here, what we came to experience, what we came to encounter. These things are a part of our journey. But if we take it personal, it will keep us in a box. It will keep us in low self-esteem. It will keep us in doubt. It will keep us in fear. But if we step out in faith, believing that what we know is what we know, nothing they do will deter us, will hinder us. Nothing these arms of flesh manifest will cause us to not be ready. I don't know how else to encourage you, how else to enlighten you, how else to get you excited, reignite that fire, that flame, that passion, that love, that joy inside of you, just to let you know that, listen, the Most High, the divine creator, is doing it. It is everything that seemed chaos is coming together. It may have seemed chaotic for a period and for a time, but it is coming together. I'm telling you. The silencing, I should say, the transition of the Pope, it's a sign. It's a prophecy coming to. There are some things that he should have done, some things that he should have revealed to us that he didn't. There are some truths that they should have told that they didn't, but they couldn't stop it. That's why they tried to shut down so many of our social medias and stuff like that, the TikToks and the Instagrams and the X and the YouTubes, and taking so many of our information down and stuff like that, saying we violating the community and all these different things because they don't want the information. But I told somebody the other day, you can't stop this. I don't care how much they try. I was telling somebody the other day that the information, they ain't finding nothing. All of these things were always there. It's just that they cannot shut down the media like how they used to before. They cannot control the information from coming out like how they used to control the information from coming out before. They knew all these things. They knew we could get electricity for free. They knew we ain't supposed to be paying for water. They knew we ain't supposed to be paying for housing. They know these things. These things is a part of our inheritance coming into this earth realm to experience the fullness of life. This fiat currency was not a part of the deal. We're supposed to be paying rent and paying mortgage, and these things are supposed to be an automatic part of us coming into this realm. So when we're now seeing vehicles running off what they call it, radio sound wave, TVs being powered by radio sound wave, cell phones now being created without having to have what you call it from a company. All of these things they've been here before, but they shut it down and they orchestrated to become a part of their only the elite, the 1%. YouTube, this video is only for entertainment purposes only. This is an education channel, and this is just to educate and inform. Okay? And so there's so much that they can no longer hold back. Are we really ready? There are some things I learned over the last 2 weeks, even here in East Africa. I cannot share it here on YouTube. I can't, because I know the minute I open up my mouth, there are certain things they're looking for in our algorithm. And if we say it, algorithm will automatically pick it up, and then they will come. And as I said, I fear for my life, but wisdom is a serious thing. We must use wisdom in this hour and in this season. You know, we see inside Congo, there's a stone that does some things. You understand? I was telling somebody else the other day that the diamonds and rubies and stuff, there's a place here in Africa that these things are on the street, on the beach, and on the ground, and the people just walk over. So wealth, according to the West, is about having diamonds and rubies and sapphires and gold and these different things, when these people didn't even value these things. The West put value on these things. For us, it was just a normal part of our life. If you go and look in Ghana, look inside the Ashanti kingdom, they wear gold as a regular, everyday part of their attire. There's other places that. So the shift is here, the change is here. I just want to encourage those of you who are still listening into my YouTube channel to be not dismayed, to not be discouraged, but please be encouraged. Please continue to make your preparations to come home. Don't let what somebody did. They took 1,000, they took 2,000, they took 10,000, they took 45,000. Some people, they took even more, their whole life savings from them. But I want to encourage you that you will be replenished, you will be restored. All that was stolen from you, those who feel like they got away with it and they used you. There's a song said, the world is a cycle. Yeah, you understand, it's a cycle. But you will be restored. Trust you me, you will be restored. The divine creator is mindful. You have to be mindful of yourself. Let me put it like this. We always looking outside. Come on, thank you. We always looking outside of ourselves instead of looking inside of ourselves. We have the power within to conquer, to overcome, to accomplish, to declare. We are more powerful than we give ourselves credit for. We create this world. We are creators. The divine is not going to come down and rearrange and do things. We have to do it. Think about the word, be fruitful. Fruitful doesn't mean go and having a bunch of children. Fruitful means occupy, do business, create. Because what does a fruit do? Fruit has seeds, it bears seeds that create more fruits. So please, family, Be much encouraged, be strengthened, be enlightened, be patient, be gentle with yourself, and don't give up. Because the change that we've been expecting is here. It's here. It is here. It is here. That's all I could say. It is here. So brace yourself. Don't get caught up in the fear. I see all the things about the visas and all this stuff. I am not fearing anything. All of those systems are crumbling and coming down. We will soon not need visas and passports to move around and occupy. I'm telling you, that time is, yeah. Especially for us melanated people, all the more. Because we're going to operate in those powers. We're going to be back at the top. We're going to dominate this thing. We're taking back control. We're taking back our leadership. We're taking back dominion. We're coming alive. Our powers are becoming more than it has ever been before. Be patient with yourself. Our health is being restored and being realigned. You see me? Oh my gosh. Sometimes I look at myself and I can't believe, like, wow. Wow, girl. You know, you're aging backwards now. And that's what a changed mind will do to us. When we change our mind and stop blaming somebody else and we go within, the kingdom of heaven is within. When we find that peace within ourselves, we would find ourselves accomplishing, doing, conquering, overcoming more. Somebody said to me the other day, whether anybody else value you, whether anybody else show you appreciation or sow into you or give to you, you value you. I want to say that to you. You value you. You appreciate you. Sometimes we're so busy waiting for somebody else to come and tell us, you know, to come. Somebody else, we're waiting for somebody else to tell us how beautiful, how handsome, how successful. Oh, you're doing such a great work. Yes, that is good to hear. It is really good to hear, to keep us going. But we also have to speak words of life over ourselves. What they say, the psalmist David said, he encouraged himself. I want to say to you, encourage yourself on this journey. Speak to yourself on this journey. I know I'm talking about so many different things in this video, but guess what? Because there's so much inside of me. I'm bubbling inside with excitement for the change that is here. Oh my goodness. If you could just, feel my heart rate is just elevating because I'm just so excited. Because when you look at the British Kingdom and the chaos that is going on there. You look at the Roman Catholic, our throne. Remember, I told you all the Vatican sits on our throne. That was our land. That's our property. That's a portal there of authority. That's a seat of throne of authority that is there. That's ours. That's the melanated people own. That's ours. They can't stop this move. No matter how hard and how many years they've tried. Yes, they had amount of years to try, but we were the leaders. It's returning back to us. They had their time and their season has come to an end. Their 400 years, yes, it's been extended for a few years, but we can see the changing of the guard. So many of these people inside church talk, but they see the changing of the guard, but they've seen it from a religious perspective. We got to see this from a totality, humanity, in energy, human and non-human perspective. Oh gosh. Ooh, I want to cry. I'm so excited. I want to cry. I'm so excited because I know that this move, everything that we've scripted, written down, is now as the era of because remember now, Britain gave birth to America. That's what a lot of people, there was a fight, yes, what you call them, people from, there was a fight, the French, Who else? The Portuguese and all these different people fought for America. But yes, we remember the 13 colonies, but we were there first even before the 13 colonies were. It was our land. It was our inheritance. And let me tell you something. We didn't always just travel by boat. Think about it. We didn't always just travel by boat. We had the ability to travel and send our spirit first, and then our bodies come. We had portals that we can enter and come out someplace else in the world. That's powers we still have today. But we allow them to demonize it. Guess what? They use it every day against us. They use it to be able to know, to plan. If you read the Willie Lynch letter, what he said, I will teach your children how to keep them and stay for 200 years at a time. Well, their 250 years has come to an end. The end of the dynasty of America, the cooperation, the empire that the British, think about this. This just the British Empire and the Roman Empire came into agreement for the Americas. They had an agreement. Now the British monarchy has exited this world. And now here comes the Roman Empire headship has exited this world. And those of us who also study numbers at 88, new beginning in a ninth year, given birth to. So a new beginning is coming in a ninth year where we give birth, because new life begins after 9. When a woman is in labor in that 9th month, she gives birth to something new. Something new is here. Ha, 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 ha. Anyway, I think I will stop right there. Family, I love you all. I had to come and I had to share this. If it sounds like I'm rambling and going on, then you have not picked me up in the realm of the spirit. You only listening for the words. You're not spiritually in tune with me, and for that, I make no apology. But they that have an ear to hear, and not a physical ear neither, but they that have an ear to hear, hear. They who still listening physically, then probably could come back to this maybe a month away, a month from now, and maybe you would understand exactly what I'm saying. But those who understand. So we are at the end of something and the beginning of something, and in the middle of something all at the same time. Past, present, and future all at the same time. My goodness. Whew. I appreciate love all of you. And I always say, I love you and there's nothing you could do about it. But even more so than this, I want you to be gentle with yourself, because we are all on a journey. Much love, family. Take care of yourself. Until next time.